Hey there, folks. Zach Smith, plant dude, horticulturist, arborist, and general curmudgeon about landscape and horticulture problems. And today I wanted to gripe about artificial turf. Now, I got artificial turf too, so I know this firsthand. The stuff was a good idea in the beginning, and then as you had to live with it, you realize it's got issues. And then as an arborist going around and seeing all the places it's getting used, like here's a classic one. I have established heritage oak tree in my front yard, and we took out the whatever was underneath it, doesn't matter, and put in artificial turf. Now, even if it was a lawn, which people would say might be bad for oak, there's lots of examples of heritage oaks living in lawns. It's not a fast, hard rule, but that's a whole other story. There's some science behind how and why to do a lawn around oak, but let's just talk about the artificial turf because we went from maybe bad to worse. What they did was they scraped off the natural landscaping, nature. Even if it's a lawn, it's still a lot more nature than where we're going here. Then they get out the plate compactor and they put down base rock and they compact it and they put down geotextiles, some very long lasting, durable woven fabric, and then they lay down the artificial grass and they adhere it to the ground, usually with nails or spikes like that, and then they put some they can often put some weighting agent on it, like these this rubber granules. Anyway, with or without those granules, you still need some thing to weight it down, so usually you get something like that. It gives it a little sponginess too. Now, here's one thing I know, and I think anybody who's been around artificial turf in the summer knows it gets hot. Roots don't like to get hot. Soil doesn't want to be hot if you want to have healthy plants growing in that soil. So heat is enemy number one. Compaction is enemy number one. Also, we're gonna have two enemy number ones today. And now you're not irrigating. So if the tree was doing fine on its lawn by chance, you've taken the irrigation away. Now the tree's gonna be high and dry, literally high and dry. It has adapted its root system to get what it needed, and you took what it needed away drastically. And it's going to take a lot of effort, energy, desperation, may I say desperation? I don't know if a tree experiences desperation, but we can anthropomorphize the tree if we want and say that the tree is desperately searching for nutrients and water, and the area that it used to get them has become bad news. So where's it gonna get what it needs? Well, it'll try to grow roots. It may have roots other places anyway, and those roots will have to do the job of supporting the whole canopy until the tree can get more roots established where there is some water and nutrition. So unnecessary stress. And then what we're finding, or people are sharing, I'm not a we, I read this. What they are finding is these forever chemicals. Of course, plastic gives off stuff. You can smell it. Artificial turf has a smell. If you can smell it, that means there's a particle or a volatile compound that you're inhaling. You're inhaling it. You're breathing in the lawn or whatever product is coming off of that lawn in the heat. It smells like a smell. You're smelling it. It's coming off. You're ingesting it. So they're finding that this stuff isn't good for you or the environment, and now cities are going to start banning this stuff more and more. So we're going to see this giant artificial turf industry probably crash here pretty soon. I feel bad for all the folks who, the intention of it was really good. I mean, it was like, let's stop wasting water on lawns. Makes a lot of sense. But what other plant or surface is both soft for running, playing, rolling around, falling down on, sitting on, relaxing on, and cool and green or pretty, that will take the abuse, right? There's other plants, Coroppia and things like this, but they're not taking off as a replacement for turf or lawns because, well, they're not as durable. They're more picky. You can't just run all over them and beat them up and repair them as easily. Also, if your ground cover attracts honeybees, that's a no-go for children or anybody. Who doesn't want to lay around, run and tumble on a lawn surface that's got honeybees all over it? Because you're gonna get stung. So there's not been a great lawn alternative that works as a playing surface, as a walking. There's plenty of aesthetic alternatives, but for use, there's a reason we've been playing on grass for golf and baseball and football, whatever, forever, and it's because the stuff is durable, it's resilient, it's comfy, and it's relatively cheap. So I'm gonna just end this here and say, if you've got plans for artificial grass, I would do some reading and watch out, because you might waste a bunch of money wishing you tore it out or did something else. I should say you might waste a bunch of money when you tear it out after you figure out that you didn't like it. Most people complain it's too hot. I have to say, in a sunny day, it is too hot to touch. So that doesn't make a good lawn alternative. When did we ever want a lawn that was like 130 degrees to the touch? Or more, 140 degrees, whatever it is. Hot. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for listening. Zach the Plant Dude, signing off.